Oh my gosh. Of course, I went live the first time today. It looks like I went live because you can't see me. How does that work? Oh, if I go up. Okay. Well, okay, here we go. I am Jill, also known as the Traveling Toe Reader, and today is Toes Day Tuesday, where we talk about toes. Let's see. There we go. I can get it just right. I wanted to come outside today. We've had a storm the past couple days, and just felt like a good day to be outside. I went for a long drive today, and then wanted to do my live out here in this beautiful woodsy yard in Oregon along the coast. So today I am not going to talk about the relationship toe with the world. Turns out I talked about that like I talked about it last Tuesday, and another Tuesday, and I've only done this reading this live feed for a month and already have duplicated my favorite toe. So today, I promise we're not talking about that. We are going to talk about archetypes that show up in your feet, particularly the caregiver archetype. And so, archetypes in toe reading represent a way of being or patterns of behavior or traits that can be identified by similar characteristics. They show in our toes and our feet because they're a way of our being. They're part of our chosen path. So, an archetype shows up like I can read the toes represent different things, but then also there's certain archetypes, patterns that show up in our feet that represent certain traits that that person of the feet, will have. And so the caregiver archetype shows up when you have a gap between your big toe and your second toe, and then out on the side of your feet below your pinky toes your feet are extra wide. It's like a shelf, or when you look down on your feet they can look like wings, is how it's been said. Caregiver wings, angel wings. And so um, that makes sense. If you have a gap between your big toe and second toe, this is also a sign of your intuition, where we'll chat about that another time. um, and then your feet have this wide girth that comes out from the base of the pinky toe and goes um, like to the arch of your foot. So if you have that, that is a sign you are a caregiver. And a caregiver is just what it sounds like. It is someone who cares, someone who gives, and the world needs caregivers. We can't get enough, of people that are willing to just share with their heart and soul and benefit others. And so I have here, they care about things outside of themselves, whether it's local, national, or worldwide. Here I have, like, apparently a dog neighbor who wants to get in on my action. And so they desire to serve, and they definitely desire to benefit others. Another trait of a caregiver is they are usually empathic in that they can sense and feel stuff. They know how others feel, or they can pick up the vibe of a room. Um, Whether they understand that about themselves or not, they can normally read a room, and with nothing being said. Um, with all archetypes, the patterns and behaviors that archetypes have, there's also a shadow side that shows up. And the shadow side for a caregiver is that they have a tendency to, they can become reclusive and just, choose to avoid outside stimulation, or they can also avoid self-care. They're always just so busy giving that um, they don't give to themselves. They think it's selfish, or they just don't make time for it. And a caregiver archetype, someone who has these traits, they come into their own power when they find their balance, when they find the balance with their need to be of service and their caring and their desire to help others. but they're also very mindful of their self-care. I have an amazing teacher who has said many times, you can't pour from an empty cup. And this is so true. So a caregiver comes into power when they learn to fill their cup first, and then they can give from the overflow. Not selfish, to not let yourself burn out. And so um, that's today's Tuesday Tuesday topic. And I hope you got some information out of it. I am always open to questions or comments. If anyone actually watches these and wants to share anything, I would love that. And I wish you all a terrific Tuesday. Much love, everyone. Bye bye.